What's going on, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. This is the Bronze Division here in Hungary, and I am joining Jack, the Bronze League Director, for commentary. How you doing, Jack?
I'm alright, a bit tired, but we move on.
I know, yeah. Drama in the mornings, but we've got a full grid, which is good.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, it is. A couple of reserves in. Gonna need some new full-time drivers, but...
Yeah, there's a few new names.
All good. We've got Patty Pat finally making an appearance.
Yeah. I'm hoping he does well today, especially in Hungary.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick sound check, mate.
Yeah, I need to turn up my mic, because last week apparently was really quiet.
For me, Jack, your mic actually seems okay.
Okay, I'm going to turn it up anyway, just to be
Yeah,
safe.
I'll turn the game volume down a little bit anyway.
Fine. Where is it? Audio settings. Okay, there we go.
Oh, sorry, no, it's my PlayStation. Right, let me turn it. I thought it was on the stream.
Let's get everything sorted.
Right, let me turn the game volume now.
Telemetry track map. There we go. Have we got Oliver James?
Oliver James is reserved, and he's sort of like Oliver James has got the pace to be a silver driver, but he's just not.
He's not got the consistency.
Exactly that. Yeah, like his pace over one lap is really good, but consistently, as you said, Jack, he just cannot find that that sort of lap after lap, and he seems to make a lot of mistakes during the race as well.
This track sucks on this game. I've done a couple of laps and I hate it.
You know, I've not done a single lap yet. No, not one.
Sector 2 is all about throttle inputs. My car feels so understeery but oversteery at the same time. It's awful.
Right, so I think everybody can hear you on the stream, I think. What's going up, everybody? What's going on? So we are on board with Oliver James. He's going to set the first lap around Hungary here in the Bronze Division for the V-Carb, if you want to take us around, Jack.
Yeah, he's on mediums, I've realised.
Oh, he is on mediums. You're right.
He's coming into turn 1. Get the power on.
Sorry, here we are.
Not make sure your car drives out wide. Sierra Gory, sorry.
That was just
coming into...
Right, so we are on board with Ferrari, Jack, and he's done well as well, Sierra Gory. He's really stepped it up a notch, especially having...
Let me get the standings up.
Yeah.
Coming to the final corner now. Lots of long sweeping corners this track, but it's a very good, decent lap for a banker, 16.6.
It's a good banker for Sierra Gory. Vincenzo comes through with a 1:16.1. Matt G just in front of his teammate, One Kidney Jim in the Red Bull with a 1:16.5. Jake the Lad is retired. Oh, he's a reserve, but it's great to see Jake the Lad back on the track as well. In the Alpine here today, but such an iconic name through Formula 7 and just amazing to see him back. Nick Dew in the Aston Martin also in a 1:16.1, so both Aston Martins very similar in pace. Sergio Silva just coming around the final corner now in the Mercedes. Podge goes through over 1:18, he will want to improve, but the Portuguese goes pole!
15.3, that's incredible. Patty Pat going P2 with a 15.6. Red's wildfire going P2.
Wow.
Very good lap for her.
And we talk about consistency. Red Wildfire is such a consistent driver, but this season hasn't started off the way she would have wanted. But that is an unbelievable time. Paddy Pat as well, a 1:15.6 in the Alpine. A 1:15.6 goes up to the second row of this grid here in Hungary. He was absolutely right. He is going to show up here today. Craggy as well. His debut race in the Williams it'll be interesting to see what he can do. We'll stay on board just to see where his pace is and give him that sort of debut time. Udi needs an invite. I'll invite him.
Oh, yeah, I got.
So we are on board. Oh, Craggy's invalidated it.
Again, it's so easy to do it that corner. I'm guessing he did it at the left hand there, uphill braking.
Podge in the McLaren is coming round again. Podge to the line, P7 for Podge, but he wouldn't have had as much battery as he would have hoped, so down to P7. I don't know if CRE Gory's going again here. He's 9 1,000ths up on his lap time as he's coming through sector 2.
Maybe he just nailed the first couple of circuits.
Yeah, he's still got the battery to go again. It looks like he is on the limit here. So CRE Gory is going to go for another lap.
Braking just before the 50 board, getting the power down early. I love that.
Yeah! Thank you guys. My time.
So the Ferrari driver to the line, and it's P5.
P5.
He was in front of his teammate. So still a few drivers.
Looking at the standings, we've got Don Dedge currently in the lead of the championship. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do in the Haas. Got F1 Viva also here.
Thank you so much for the sub, Jay. Really appreciate it, mate. 14 months. Thank you so much. Massive support there.
He's on track.
Who's this, sorry?
I'm just looking at his on track. You got Vincenzo on an out lap. I think everyone's on an out lap.
Yeah, a few drivers now back on
Weren't in that for Gory. Couple of people yet to set laps.
There is quite a few drivers from P12 downwards, from P20 yet to set a lap time. Vincenzo is the leader in the Aston Martin, so he will be the next driver to set a lap. And he's currently in P4 in the second row of the grid, but still in the 1/16s. So coming around the final corner.
There's Genza with his first win yesterday in the bronze division.
Last week.
Yeah, last week when I actually won. Spoon for this coffee kit, that would be right as rain. Oh, bit of a snap in the first turn. So easy to do if you just touch that curve a little too much. Would have lost about 10th there. Comes through sector 1. He's abandoned his lap. Got Don Dedge right coming through now. On to sector 2. He's on the mediums, which I feel is a bit risky. But each to their own. Coming through the chicane now. The amount of times I've spun it at the exit of that corner has been mental.
It's so difficult to get it through turn 6 and 7. It's such a tricky part of the circuit, of any circuit. Down towards turn 11 for Vincenzo. Oh, he's backed out. He's backed out for Vincenzo, so it will be the Mercedes. I think Aviva, who's going to be next, down towards turn 12.
No, it's Don Dedge.
It's Don Dedge in the Haas.
Coming up the line now.
I think Viva's just in front of him.
Is it?
Viva's just in front of Don Dedge.
Oh, I'm looking at Denrod, sorry.
Denrod, yeah.
Don Dedge coming across the line. Goes P12.
P12. Here comes Viva up towards the line in the Mercedes, and it's P6 for Viva.
P6. Don Dedge goes P12.
Don Dedge. Denrod. Doug, sorry.
Oh, no, he doesn't, sorry.
P12. Here comes Don Dedge. P2.
P2.
It's provisional front row for the Haas driver. And he is. I think he is the current championship leader as well.
Yeah, Don Dedge is the current championship leader against Viva.
So Oliver James
Got all of them coming on track now. Oliver's not allowed to qualify, so...
No, I think he'll DSQ himself. He's not letting Udi in. He did say he joined.
He said he joined. Is he having... He also has these internet issues, so...
That was Nick Dew that just went up to P3. So, a 1:15.5. The times are extremely close here.
Craggy's invalidated again in the same place.
It's not a great debut for him if this starts.
Oh, it's just Donde. Oh, Donde just spun! He tried getting out of the way and going over the gravel and then just lost the rear. Who's on that?
Red.
Everyone's on
Red
that.
Wildfire at the moment, coming through that sector 2, that through turn 6 and 7, now in towards turn 8 and 9 for the Sauber driver. Can she improve? Currently P4, and it's so close at the top of this grid. Podge going up to P6 as well. Vincenzo now down to P7, and Paddy Pat has gone provisional pole in the Alpine, Jack. What a lap
That's a very
time.
good lap from Paddy. Got Red coming around the final corner now.
Really tight.
Turn 14, gets the power down nice and early. She's gonna set a 1. Oh, she's
lost
down
time right at the end.
Basically an equal lap. Still 7 minutes to go, so anything can happen.
To do here.
Just gonna tag Oliver, make sure he disqualifies himself.
So,
my lecture's speaking.
Viva Nimble car currently in P11. So a lot of the drivers have set lap times now. Craggy is going to go again after invalidating it. Let's see if he can get a valid lap as he snaps it through turn 9 there. And he goes a little bit wide. There's a driver in front of him, I think, on a lap as well. Oh, he just moves out the way. Maybe got a bit of a slipstream. What's that?
Was Paddy.
Yeah, it was Paddy in towards turn 13 for the Williams of Craggy, who snaps it round the hairpin again down towards turn 14. Here comes Craggy in the Williams out of the final corner. He's invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated in the final corner.
It would have been a 1:16.3. That would have put him around P11 or P12, but he invalidates it on the final corner. He's got to go all the way round again, Jack.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. You just need to get a lap on the board and work from there.
One Kidney Jim is going to be the next driver as well. He is currently improving. He's currently in P13, but the lap times are so close. Only 3/1000ths of a second separate pole position. Thank you so much, Jake, for the bits. Here comes One Kidney Jim in the Red Bull to the line. Goes P6 or 1:15.6. Wow.
Got Don Ditch behind him? No, Doug got on.
Ginaldi up to P4 there, and Doug started his.
And that was done on a pair of mediums.
Oh, was it? Jesus. Ginaldi takes the anyone. He qualified in pole position last week as well, Ginaldi.
I think Ginaldi's trying to fill me for filming him. He said he wasn't sober first, but he's done that on mediums. Get back to sober. You got Mad G on a lap.
Mad G in the Ferrari currently in P15.
Bit of traffic.
Won't be happy about that. The Scuderia driver.
He's coming. He's about to go through turn 6 and 7. Tight chicane. Gets nice rotation. Heading into turn 8 and 9. Bit of a lock up. Try not to invalidate. I love the Ferrari livery. 12 and 13 now. It's got purple sector 2. With the turn 13. Getting the power down nice and early. Still got lots of battery to play with as it comes through turn 14. To get his power down, he's going to set a 1:15. Goes P4, 1:15.5. Ahead of his teammate. Still, the bottom two need to set laps. Tracy's on the lap. Vincenzo started the lap, and Matt G finishes lap. So the next person on lap, Sergio Silva. There's only 3.5 minutes remaining in the session. Sergio Silva coming into turn 4, sorry. Yeah. Very easy to lose it. He's gone purple sector 2 as he heads into turn 13 or 12, sorry. It will. Yeah, you're right. Puts the power down. Pole by 2/10. You'd think everyone would start coming out now. Yeah, he is using. I thought he just finished the lap, but he's coming into turn 3 now. Or turn 2. I really need to remember his corner names. Turn 3 now. He's coming up the hill into turn 4 and 5. Oh. Well, look like he's spotted on my screen. Comes into turn 6 and 7. Bit of curb. Cars everywhere. Coming through sector 2 now.
Just I'm just going to check if they can hear me now.
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Here's on laps. UD finally coming out of the pits. I think he's sorted his issues. Doug has called it quits. Nothing more he can do. He thinks. Oliver, disqualify yourself. Right, I'm just gonna.
So Nimblecat went back into the pit lane. Nothing he could do. A lot of drivers on outlaps. One Kinney Jim in P9. Let's try and catch up with some of the leaders. UFRL Viva. Then we've got Podge. And I think one Kinney Jim. No, I think there's a few drivers just in front of him maybe. What about Demrod?
Will 100% want to beat that time.
Oh, he will want pole position. 1,000,000% he will want pole. I think it is going to be one Kidney Jim that's first to the line on these final runs with 20 seconds to go here in qualifying.
Coming into turn 12. He's power down early. Very nice rotation there. Coming into turn 13. The old flags or something? Oh, actually, people getting it though. He's a 10th down in this time. Very close to the wall. Gonna stick it in P9. Doesn't improve.
Oh, he improved by 7/100ths, but just didn't improve his position. That was really unfortunate for him.
Podge coming up to the lane. Oh, never mind. He's
Podge is into the pit lane. CRE Gory is onto the grass. The checkered flag has waved here in Hungary. Here comes Viva in the Mercedes. Gonna be next, and then it's gonna be either Gennady or Red in the Sauber. We will check, but Viva coming very close to turn 14, down towards the line. Viva goes P10.
Red coming up to the line, 2/10 down. Goes P5.
Red P5. What a qualifying session for her.
Who's coming up next? Don Dedge goes pole.
Wow, Don Dedge. Here comes Paddy Pat as well. He's not improving on his lap time through sector 2. Stays P3 for Paddy Pat. Gennady. Gennady takes pole. Wow, on the softs. Nick Dew in the Aston Martin. And Nick Dew stays P8. It's going to be for the second week in a row. Ginaldi will take pole. A 1 at 14.9. Incredible. Ginaldi on pole.
What I can do. I'm interested to see if it's going to be rain this week. That would really shake up the grid.
Oh, God, yeah. Even if there's race halfway in the race or something like that. But Ginaldi takes pole position here in Hungary. Don Dedge P2, Sergio Silva P3 on the second row of the grid. Paddy Pat alongside him in P4. Vincenzo P5, Red P6, Matt G P7, Nick Dew P8, One Kidney Jim P9 and Viva P10. Then comes Podge in P11, Oliver James in P12, CRE Corey P13, Doug in P14, Nimblecat in P15, Demrod in P16, and then the reserves of Jake the Lab Merckx, and then Udi and Craggy didn't set a lap either as bronze drivers.
I think it's just day one nerves for Craggy, maybe.
Udi, I will try and get you an invite on the formation lap, mate.
Is he out as well? Oh,
I think he's out again, but I've sent him quite a lot of invites.
Anyone from bronze is watching, can we get a rain check?
Yeah, because it does look a little bit murky out there.
Oh, Vincenzo's left. No rain. Alright, I'll get Vincenzo.
Vincenzo just lagged out, so I'll just invite Vincenzo and Udi. The game has so many problems with it still. Udi's back in. Just hope Liam Cragg, when was this league founded? 2020, during COVID. We've been going around 4 years. This is season number 9. We run 2 seasons a year. We run 5 divisions, as Red said. We have 80 drivers, 400 Discord members. We've done really well as a team. Amazing team. Amazing drivers. The community is incredible. We have 15,000 followers on TikTok, so a great stage for the drivers as well. 2,200 on YouTube, 1,300 on Twitch. It's been an incredible journey, and it's all down to the drivers.
I'm just getting Vincenzo back in. Hopefully he loads in before the end of the formation lap.
Vincenzo, it might let you take control once the race starts. Yeah.
Got a couple of different tyre choices. Got Don Dedge, One Kidney Jim Podge, and Oliver James starting on the hards. Everyone else on the mediums.
So Liam, there is an esports team that started, I think, a year or 2 after us. That's called F7R as well. As they're an esports team, we're a league. So a lot of the time, chart time. Some of them are our drivers. Some of them are definitely our drivers, but some of them aren't. A lot of them aren't as well. I'd love to do something with F7R esports. You know, with us being such a huge league, and with them being such a huge esports team, it would be an incredible partnership. So, your predictions for the race, Jack?
I have a feeling Ginaldi will run away with that again.
Yeah.
But the team shut down. Never mind. The F7R esports team found.
Oh wow, that's a real shame because they had a lot of very good drivers.
Merckx isn't in as well.
So here we go, guys. Remember our sponsor, Rock Solid Rigs, is our sponsor in the bottom left there. If you want any unbelievable rigs, go and check them out. But here we go. This is it for the start of the Hungarian Grand Prix here in the bronze division. Vincenzo already setting the fastest lap. That's lagged out. But here we go. 5 red lights. Oh, there's so many jump throughs. Somebody went early. Somebody followed him. It's Ginaldi. Oh, there's a huge crash. There's a Ferrari there as well. That could be a red flag. That is a yellow flag already going down in towards turn 1. What happened off the start here in Hungary? Podge is through in the McLaren, already up 5 places. Viva up 3. Nimblecat as well, getting overtaken by Oliver James. There was drama off the start line, Jack.
That was... I don't even know what happened. Who's got drive-through?
Mad G and Vincenzo down. Oh, wow. 13 places. Vincenzo all the way to the back of this grid. He's going to have to go again.
Such a shame.
35 laps, though. Anything can happen. Merckx is driving really, really slow.
I don't know what's happened there. It feels like everyone's just gone.
Who's just left the session there?
UD's left. I got him.
So, Ginaudi is your race leader. Yellow flags are waving. This definitely needs a red flag. Sergio Silva, Don Dead's down 1. Sergio Silva is through. Paddy Pat on the rear as well. So is Red Wildfire and Podge. Such drama at the start, Merckx. It won't let Merckx take control of the car. I don't know what's happened here. Into the pit lane goes Ginaudi.
Get back in.
There goes Sergio Silva with the fastest lap time. Here comes Paddy Pat on Don Dedge. Will go up the inside in towards turn 1. The Alpine driver. Don Dedge will try and split it round the inside, but doesn't manage to get the foot down early enough. Paddy Pat will stay in front, and it's a VSC.
Right, now who's off there?
That is Merckx into the wall. It won't let him take control of his car. It's just drove him straight on. That might bring out a full course safety car here, and it will DSQ him from the race.
Who's not in? You do.
Merckx, yeah, it's retired his car and left the session. It's that glitch again that keeps happening in the game. Merckx will join the session now as well. So Merckx will join the session, but just before he joins the session, it retires his car and then it tells him he leaves the session. It's just crazy. The game is unbelievable. Oh, Oliver James.
For speeding.
Under the VSC.
That is... What has happened? Hopefully nothing else.
Problems with Vincenzo's cameras as well.
But there's a massive train for him in here. From P1 to P7. Almost. Into the liver.
Yeah, really bad.
Oliver James in the pit serving his drive.
Here goes Paddy Pat around the outside of Sergio Silva. This is for the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Sergio Silva stays in front, but Paddy Pat will have the inside line going down in towards turn 2. The Alpine is your race leader on lap 3. Sergio Silva just staying on the rear diffuser. They're both on the mediums as well, but you've got Don Dedge on the hards just chasing them down as they go up towards turn 5.
Don Dedge. He's just biding his time here.
He is.
Behind him. He will not want to be wasting any time behind him.
He's got the longer tyres as well, Jack, but Paddy Pat is now your race leader.
UD set the fastest lap with a 1 second.
Yeah. The lobby is very broken here. I'm thinking maybe we might have to go back to a driver hosting the lobby and just see if that helps out. I mean, I'm the host, but I'm obviously on an Ethernet cable and everything, so it's not that. I mean, is it worth a restart? There's a lot of drivers that are not able to race at the moment. Vincenzo, Merckx. If we red flagged it, we'd have to go from the current order that it is now. But I don't know. Let's just see, because all the other drivers are not having problems. They're racing. It's just 2 drivers. Here comes Sergio Silva.
Round the outside, can he get the switchback done? He's got double this DRS. He gets the switchback. Can he hold it around the outside into turn 2? Giving him a bit of a squeeze.
And that is that is Podge on the Sauber of red. What a move from the McLaren, but what defending from Paddy Pat as well. UFR01 Viva in the Mercedes is there as well. Vincenzo,
still sticking with him.
I completely understand your frustrations, and I would restart it if there was multiple drivers having the same issue. So I'm really sorry, mate. But when you've got 20 drivers and the only problem with an issue is your camera problems, I can't restart the lobby for 18 other drivers. I'm really sorry, mate. I honestly, I am. So Paddy Pat is now half a second in front of Sergio Silva. It still looks a bit murky
Paddy
out
Pat
there.
has a full battery.
Yeah, he is absolutely flying.
Everyone around has a high battery except for Sergio. Just coming to the final turn now to start lap 5 out of 35. Sergio Silva will he try it again? Just holding off now. Patty's using a bit of his battery to defend.
Yeah, the thing is with Patty as well is, yeah, I know that Merckx obviously, his car left the session and it went straight on, and then Vincenzo's camera angles, but that's pretty much it. I know the lobby seems a bit all over the place.
It's a bit buggy, but it's
yeah, but yeah, all the way down to like 15th, all the drivers are still racing and competing, and it seems there goes Denrod round craggy. Yeah, I do apologise, guys.
Snap, they're coming out of turn 4.
Vincenzo, are you still in the lobby? Are you still racing or what?
Yeah, he's Vincenzo's racing. He's in P18. All he needs is a safety car and he's right back in the fight.
Yeah, definitely. If I was him, I'd try and leave and join back. No, mate, look on PS. I will try in a second, mate. So, Maggi through on Vincenzo, but Paddy Pat is still the race leader. Yeah, as I was saying, when Paddy Pat defends, what he does is he moves over to the right-hand side or the left, depending on the corner, and he will hold that line for as long as possible, and then right at the breaking point, he'll move back over. It's a really hard defending point from Paddy Pat, but works tremendously well.
He does the same thing.
Yeah, he does. He goes so far over and defends, and then if the driver's really on his tail, he'll move over right at the last minute.
Don Dedge is just slowly creeping towards them. If he plays this right, he can drag those tyres out for a long time and then one soft. They're coming through turn 3 now.
I'm trying not to press the menu button because when I sent invites during the race last week, they've copyrighted the YouTube video both weeks just because of that little glimpse of the F1 theme tune. Here comes Sergio Silva all over Patty. Patty made a mistake. There's no way you can overtake through turn 6 and 7. But Sergio went for it. Paddy defended it. Podge on the back of Don Dedge. Red is there as well. The DRS train goes all the way down to P12. Oliver James through on One Kidney Jim. And that is Vincenzo. Hopefully he can get back in and sort that camera angle out.
Oh, mad, so I can't even get him back in. Patty, that put Patty all out of shapes there. You never expect to move in
no,
chicane, but
that was brave, considering he's in P2 as well, Jack, to go for a move there.
That's something you do if you're like dead last.
yeah.
Scraping for points, but
here comes Sergio. Is he going to go for the move? He's later on the brakes. Paddy leaves the room though, and Sergio Silva has been invited for the move there. Nimble Cat on Craggy. The McLaren on the Williams as they go down towards turn 2. Don Dedge. Oh, wow.
Positions ahead into turn 4. They're going side by side. What a move done there for Don Dedge.
That is brave. That is really brave.
Don Dedge really showing what he's got this season. Leading the championship, just needing to get past the Mercedes.
This is a great start to the race, other than the issues.
Terrible first lap.
Yeah, the race has been amazing. The first opening 7 laps. Craggy up to P9 as well. He couldn't set a lap in qualifying, but Jesus, his race.
He's showing his pace.
Yeah.
I think he's actually a full-time silver driver. I just put him in to see if he was silver.
Yeah, just get him in racing. Udi,
dropping into a division.
I will try and get you reserving in one of the other races if you want to, mate, or if you can try and get back in, I will send you another invite. But here comes Don Dedge, the championship leader on the Alpine of Paddy Pat, and he stays really close to the curb, Jack.
Oh, it's just Patty defending as he always would. Turning into turn 2 now, can't get the switch back. Patty holding his line very well through the first couple of turns.
That is one thing with Paddy Pat. His defensive awareness is incredible.
That has used a lot of Don Dedge battery, though Patty's still sitting strong.
He is. Demrod on the back.
He was looking for a move at turn 6 and 7 again.
Wow.
They were just doing this to annoy Patty. I'm 100%. They're trying to get him offline. And it
Yeah.
worked.
They're just trying to put the pressure on the back of the Alpine here.
Patty, I've seen him go off a couple of times at turn 4. I reckon he's close to a penalty.
Yeah, the pressure's definitely hitting him, but as the race leader, the pressure is all on you. Jake the lad through on Craggy, the other Alpine driver on the Williams. Can
Is
Don
Jake
Dedge?
gold or silver driver?
I'm just trying to figure it out. I don't know yet.
Alright.
I need to
He's got,
update all
like,
the time
3
trials,
tags
which I'll
in
do
the
after this. Yeah. Here comes Don Dedge on Paddy Pat, not able to make the move again.
Bit of a lock up there for Patty. I think Vincenzo's just retired on track. Don't know if
Jake
it was
Lad
him or...
on Nick Dew.
This train is still going strong. You've got Podge also on the hards, just biding his time against Sergio, and Patty will need to box sooner than them. Especially the way Patty's driving. His tires will be screaming for help.
He will. That is Craggy that's through on Nick Dew as well. He's gone for the move before the right and left hander that is turn 5, 6 and 7. What a move that was by Craggy. Don Dedge, look at that.
Commitment.
All over the back of Paddy Pat again. Paddy on lap 9. It's going to be a case of strategies here in this race. Don Dedge obviously on the hard compounds.
I reckon by lap 11 the harder will be better than the medium.
In to turn 14.
People give the hards a bad rep. I really enjoy them.
Yeah, I don't mind the hards. Look at Patty again, moves over to the right. He will stay there for as long as possible. But he's not going to deter Don Dedge. Don Dedge went for the opening. It wasn't there. They've collided again. Paddy Pat in the Alpine.
He's got the move done.
And he's going to try and come back at him, Jack.
It's the URS game.
Wow.
Patty going wide.
Don
really
Dedge. So Paddy Pat was obviously moving over to right. He was showing Don Dedge the left-hand side, but Don Dedge didn't want to go there. He wasn't playing the games, but was there an opening for him to go?
And that has brought Sergio back with them. Same with Podge.
Yeah, DRS train down to P9.
See if there's anything happening. You've got this other train from Doug down to Thierry Gori and Gennady. This would be really hurting Gennady from his dominant performance last week to now just being stuck after a shoddy start.
Oh, Don Dedge.
Moving Patty Pat.
He has.
Before the DRS.
Wow.
That is brave going it before the
Oh, Podge has gone wide.
wide.
He snapped it. Red just pulled off a bit.
Could have been very dangerous.
Paddy Pat knows that he's on the mediums here. He knows that Don Dedge will start to feel the benefit of them hards, but is he going to go for it? Remember,
You say that, he is burning.
he is burning. Here goes Paddy Pat to go back into the lead.
They leave each other the room. And once you get that extra helping of a DRS, it's such an advantage.
Incredible racing from the pair of them.
As you got Sergio Silva still biding his time, fighting Podge. Just waiting to see if anything will happen. At this rate, something will happen. As Don Dedge goes for the move at turn 4.
Oh, Paddy Pat with a huge snap. Podge and Sergio Silva will go wheel to wheel. It's Podge around the outside of Sergio. The Mercedes and the McLaren down towards turn 6. You don't want to go side by side through there, but they're going to try it anyway. Podge over the curb.
Move for Sergio.
Wow.
Such clean racers. I'd expect any other driver to make contact there,
But there was a huge snap from Paddy Pat when Don Dedge went for the move. CRE Gori and Nimwakat have already pitted, so they're going for the undercut.
Patty's having a burn to stay in the DRS of Don Dedge.
Nick Dew on Craggy makes the move before the DRS as well. So a lot of drivers making the move in towards turn 11.
Patty is 9/10 behind. What was 9/10 ahead has dropped down in like 3 laps.
Oh, wow.
Podge.
Podge with a huge
What a
lunge.
dive.
Craggy on Nick Dew as well. Did the exact same thing, but Nick Dew's going to come back. The Williams and the Aston Martin go wheel to wheel, side by side, down towards turn 2, but it's Craggy that stays in front.
It's the extra help in DRS that can save you or ruin you, depending on what position you're in.
Remember, guys, if you want to know the Drivers' Championship, they are on the screen now. Jay is not a full-time driver anymore. He has moved up to Silver, so it is Viva that's in P2.
Patty has got back up to Dondage, and he's not used any of his battery.
And they've shaken off Podge as well, Jack.
Not for long, I feel like, because Podge is on those hards, Podge will be catching up faster than Patty will be catching to Dondage.
The top 4, with 4 separate countries and 4 separate teams. The Haas from Nigeria, the Alpine from Britain, the McLaren from Sweden, and the Mercedes from Portugal. That's what it's all about.
Did Podge make the DRS there? Yes, he did. As did Patty. They're both playing the game. As we got Sergio Silver and Reg into the box. Oh no, who else was
Just Sergio Silver into the pits, going for that undercut, Jack. That could be a good move.
Denrod and Gennady also into the pit. That's what I saw. I saw a kick going.
Vincenzo, I'm not going to do this on the Twitch chat, but you're not in the position that we're in, me and Jack, and you can't expect us to restart a whole race for one driver. You just can't. You can't expect us to do that. I'm really sorry that it's messed up for you, but you can't expect us to end the race for 19 other drivers and restart it all. We've got Silver that needs to start at 12 o'clock because the F1's on at 2 o'clock. We can't have any sort of delays, and I'm really sorry. I know you've practiced all week. I'd be fuming as well, but what can we do?
You just need to bounce back next week.
Yeah. Here comes Nimble Cat on Gennady. Round the outside goes the McLaren on the Sauber driver.
Showing what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been very consistent the past couple of weeks. Been slowly proving, like, showing himself a lot more in these battles with the top guys. And I'm watching, but Podge has caught right back up to Patty, and Patty is almost a second behind.
Red's into the pit lane now in the Sauber. Into the pit lane.
Into the top 4.
Yeah, Viva into the top 4.
The gap. Same with Craggy.
Where does Red come out in terms of where Sergio Silva is? They were close together on track. Onto the hard compounds for the Sauber. Here comes Sergio Silva.
Sergio's going to overtake down to turn 1.
Yeah, undercut looks strong. It'll take a while to get some heat into them cold hards.
Patty's tyres. They seem to be slowly fading away on him, but
here goes
in that 1 second gap.
One kidney Jim now on Gennady. Gennady Nimmelcat, one kidney Jim. Oh, squabbling for position down towards turn 2. Gennady not able to get round the side of that McLaren, but one kidney Jim in the Red Bull still looking for a move on the Sauber. Good battle between them at the back, and then Craggy as well, and Jake the lad.
Craggy and Jake, yeah. And Viva. Patty has lost DRS to Dondage. Those medium tyres just aren't working for him anymore.
So Paddy Pat has now lost DRS, yeah?
Jake and Viva, no, Craggy and Viva into the pits.
Oh, wow.
Podge will be wanting this move on.
Craggy really closed the gap on Viva into the pits there.
Podge going down the inside with Patty. Patty just defending well, but Patty's got no ERS now. He's wasted it all trying to keep up with Dondage.
Yeah, I think he's really starting to feel the heat of their mediums. So
Podge right behind him, leaving no room for error. As the gap's now 2 seconds to Dondage. The championship leader is just running away with it.
He is, but the only problem that I think he might have is navigating back through traffic on mediums.
Yeah.
And then obviously deciding
when he boxes, because he could have the freshest tyres in the whole field, or he could be dying by the final laps.
We've not really had any incidents or anything either, which has been amazing.
That opening lap drama.
Yeah.
And free race drama.
Yeah. Oliver James. Oh, I always say that. It's commentator's curse again. Nick Dew is round. Still in P6 though.
He's lost his end plate.
Oh, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to pit anyway. Paddy Pat is into the pit lane. So he's Jake. Oh, he's there.
Alpine's double
Yeah,
stacking.
they're double stacking. This is gonna be really bad. And
Podge will be looking to catch up to Don Dedge, but the gap could be too significant now.
he's lost about 2 seconds there. Jake the Lad may be free from that double stack, but Paddy Pat is now out on the hards.
Red goes past. Will Viva get past? No, just Red.
Viva's just squabbling with Craggy there. Wow, here comes Craggy back at Viva. The Mercedes and the Williams going down towards turn 2. Craggy will try and get the move around the outside.
Can he get it done? Oh, Viva just holding his position.
He does.
Very
Great
good
defensive
racing between the two
driving,
of them.
yeah. And they're all over the back of Paddy Pat, who's
Paddy Pat,
yeah, he's just trying to get
those
the
cold
heat.
hards.
Exactly that, Jack. These are the constructors. If you are interested, guys, Haas are the constructors' leaders at the moment, but Doug down in P15. One kidney Jim with that time penalty.
I'm going to have a look at penalty, see what's happening.
Halfway through the Grand
Oliver
Prix.
9 seconds, Denrod 3, and one kidney Jim on 3. Akapati's in for a surprise here. He didn't get DRS.
No, he didn't, you're right. But Red Wildfire, 3 seconds behind Sergio Silva, so that undercut paid off, and I'm not sure the difference between one lap hards.
It's going to be a battle of when Don Dedge fits.
It is, it's just see how long he can hold on to them hards, really. Hodge is also on the hards. Nick Dew's out in the pit lane.
He's in the pits.
Yeah, he made that spin.
Be careful.
Yeah, he had damage. And he's called it a day. So that is both Aston Martins out here in Hungary. Awful for the team. That is Gory and Jake the Lad. Gory is through in the Ferrari.
Paddy Pat right on the back of Red. Just be careful when you're coming through the final corners. The ghost car, you know how this game is. And the answer to that question is bad.
All right, I hope you're okay, Nick.
Oh yeah, he did say he wasn't feeling great.
Yeah, take it easy, mate. Here comes
Red is
Paddy
going to be
back.
struggling. Paddy's burning all his batter. He could send it.
He just wants that overtake, doesn't he? He wants to get through.
He likes playing a bit of chicken. As you got Denrod, or you got Jake the Man, Jake the Lad going. For
Jake the Man.
Jake the Man.
Jake the Man. Jake the Lad through on CRE Gory.
I was talking to Sam the Man last night, so I just.
Paddy Pat, look at this. All over the rear diffuser of that Sauber in front.
Will we see a dive into turn 6 and 7? I really hope not, because it's disastrous, but. As yeah, Podge just isn't finding the time to Don Dedge.
These are really catching up to the leaders as well. But Don Dedge, he's probably going to pit on lap 20 so he can do 15 on the mediums.
Here we go, Paddy Pat going for a move. Never mind, he's faking it, just letting her know she's there.
Yeah, just trying to put the pressure on a little bit.
Red will be in trouble here with the no DRS.
Yeah, and Paddy's very close. This is going to be an easy
She is
move.
burning though, she's not allowing it.
Should be an easy overtake for the Alpine. Goes down the inside, and Paddy Pat
And here
back
you go.
up to P5.
Craggy also looking for a move on Viva. They're going side by side into turn 2 though. Oh, as Craggy goes a bit onto the grass.
Oh, nearly lost it. Did well to hold on to that there, Craggy.
Don't know happened there. Might have been a bit of a squeeze from Viva, but no harm in a bit of hard racing.
That battle in between Paddy Pat and Red has actually cost them time. They've lost about a second to Sergio Silva in front.
And Sergio is catching up to Oliver James, who is on those old tyres.
I think, if a late safety car comes out now, the drivers without any penalties will be in a really strong position, and especially the drivers on the hards that haven't pitted.
Oh, as Red gets a penalty. Yeah, the top 3 would be very happy with a safety car right now. Get that free pit stop in. Say that Oliver James is into the pits.
So he's out of the way.
Interesting to see where he comes out. He's going to be behind this massive pack of cars. As Red just doesn't have the battery to fight Pathy. She used it all in defending, but can she get it back on the second DRS? No, he's using.
I agree. Yeah, there's still 15 races to go. Don't worry about it, Vincenzo. You'll come back. You're a good driver. Craggy. I tell you what, Viva's done really well to defend against Craggy because he looks very quick.
Could be a bronze driver, but
yeah, he's definitely.
We'll see who doesn't silver.
Yeah, definitely. Don Dedge and Podge still yet to pit. They're going to come out.
Don Dedge are going to drag this out.
Yeah, they're going to come out way at the back though.
I say that Don Dedge is into the pits.
Yeah, I thought they would have left it to lap 20, do 15 on the mediums, and that's exactly what they're doing.
As does Podge. This could be interesting where Sergio comes out. The undercut will work heavily on them.
Here comes Sergio Silva, already coming round turn 14. Don Dedge.
Not even into the pit box.
Yeah, Sergio Silva is going to be way ahead here.
Here comes Patty. Red, they're all going to get jumped.
Oh, Craggy with the lunge on Viva, and Viva nearly spins it.
Oh! Gianni nearly going into the back of Podge coming out the pits.
Wow.
That was interesting. Jesus.
They got to try and get heat into them tyres as well.
Oh!
One Kidney Jim's round at turn 1. The Red Bull driver is round. And the last thing that these drivers would need now is a safety car. Here comes Craggy on the back of Red Wildfire in towards turn 6 and 7 all over the rear diffuser. But it is Sergio Silva who is your race leader on lap 21. Paddy Pat in P2, Red in P3. But Don Dedge, who is now on the fresh medium tyres till the end of this Grand Prix in P6. It's not a bad position to be in. He's around 7 seconds off the lead.
On those fresh mediums, he will be flying compared to the old hard runners. He just needs to get past this group from Red to Viva, and then just plays the catch-up game.
Absolutely.
Podge come out with that near hit. Because Denrod and Journey went side by side, but as Podge was coming out of the pitch, now he went right into the back of him.
Craggy is going to go for that move on Red Wildfire in towards turn 1. The Williams driver will try and make the move. Red will try and come back. The Sauber driver is just going to slot in behind the Williams in towards turn 2.
What I've been doing if I was Red here is saving the battery, because Craggy, I think, needs to retire.
Ginaldi on Denrod. Yeah, you're right, Jack. Yeah, it just depends, doesn't it?
I'd be trying to save battery to hold off Viva.
Matt G and One Kidney Jim into the pit lane. One Kidney Jim retires in the pits. Really unfortunate. Yeah, for the Red Bull.
Again, if you're going around the final couple of corners, watch out for One Kidney Jim's car, because this game is fantastic and it will probably not lose.
Red Wildfire does not want to lose that DRS, that Williams.
Finally understand John's stage of the game after playing on a comms.
Yeah.
There's a reason he always slates it.
So,
Don Dedge in the DRS now.
Just looking at Paddy Pat as well, his tyres are 3 laps fresher than Sergio's. That's going to be interesting.
I'm just keeping an eye on Don Dedge on those fresh tyres. Almost a full battery. going to be flying. He sticks it on hot lap. Oliver James the fastest lap of the race. Down in P13.
Doug just not having the race that he would have hoped here.
Yeah, and Rod of Gennady going after it into turn 2. Turn 3 now. This guy's been battling all race.
Yeah, Gennady and Denrod literally have.
Dondedge right on the back of Viva and Red. Craggy's catching up to Pie.
Dondedge needs to get through these drivers as quick as possible, really.
Yeah, I'd be trying to do it here and still get the DRS. I'm just thinking, if Craggy and Patty start having a battle, this would really hamper Patty's chances at a win. You got Jake the lad, not Jake the man, right behind.
Dondedge needs to get this move done on Viva here.
He fakes the move.
But once again, this was the thing I was worried about, just getting stuck behind their drivers.
Red has a snap.
It was a huge snap. Then run into the pits.
Just put Viva on the inside.
It has. Dondedge does not want to get tussled up with this.
No. Almost going 3 wide into turn 4.
Viva is through.
Dondedge will be absolutely kicking himself being behind these guys.
Yeah, this is costing him so much valuable time.
Shows how powerful the undercut is here. Sergio Silva is still 2 seconds away from Pi.
Yeah, undercut is very strong.
Dondedge right on the back of Red. It's just so difficult when you're a when everyone ahead of you is using a overtake as well.
Red
There's
Wildfire
nothing you can do.
is going to try and go up the inside of Viva, and Dondedge, he is not happy with this, but he might make the move on Red here. Dondedge in the house will try and go up the inside of turn 2, and he is through. That is 1 down, 1 to go.
And then he's just got to play the long game. As Craggy is almost in the DRS of Patty Pan.
Has Craggy pitted? Yeah, he has. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that's really, really strong position to be in.
Wasn't it? Dondedge right in the back of Viva. You need to get past them very quickly. It's only a 4-second gap. I say only, but in F1 4 seconds is massive. So coming onto the start for this straight, starting lap 27.35. Done way before the corner. Never mind, he's fighting it. Championship rivals. Dondedge on the inside, yellow flags waving, what's happened? Playing the game to catch up to Dondedge, or not Dondedge, he's Dondedge. To catch up to Craggy.
Yeah, Jack with Dondedge now getting through Viva and Red. He would have wanted to get through a lot sooner, but he's only got 9 laps to make up around 8 seconds.
I don't think he'll do it unless there's a safety car.
Yeah, because them tyres, they won't last that much longer.
And Craggy is gaining time to Fatty Pat. As Jake the Lad and Red Wildfire going side by side into turn 13.
Red Wildfire's a very smart driver. She'll know that Jake won't finish the race, so with him being a reserve.
No point
So
fighting it.
yeah.
Someone who will want to fight is Viva though, because they are championship rivals.
Paddy Pat now 1.7 behind Sergio. Remember, Paddy Pat, his tyres are 3 laps fresher than the Mercedes in front. This is going to be extremely close. Don Dedge is now on a charge. He's already a second clear of Viva.
He's also gained 4/10 on Craggy. And that time is just going down.
As it stands as well,
See them up the
Nimble Cat. The Nimble Cat is going to finish in the points again. You've got Jake the Lad, Oliver James all to go. He's going to at least get P9
Currently
here.
in the points.
Yeah.
He's one of the most consistent drivers this season for getting in the points.
Yeah. I completely agree there, Jack. Definitely.
Looking Don Dedge just pulling that gap down. I'll be sticking it on hot lap and just trying to set qualifying laps for the rest of the race.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a look at interval to the leader. So it's 6.3 seconds to the leader. We'll check back up on that soon.
Craggy is so close to getting DRS on Patty, and that would really help him out.
I'm not sure what's happened to the Ferraris this race as well. We know one of them had a jump start at the race, which was really unfortunate.
He had a crash.
Yeah, but both the Ferraris in P14 and P15. That's Jake the Lad through on Viva. Viva is not going to give up easily.
He's defending it. I don't think he knows he needs to retire. But he's gone.
Oh, Jake the Lad is round.
So's Jake.
Oh, into the wall.
Luckily, no damage on that car.
Yeah, very lucky to not get damaged. Went up the inside. They touched. Ginaudi is through.
Patty now within a second of Sergio Silva.
Podge as well. Podge went up to went for the undercut as well, but he's still 4 seconds behind Red. He did 20 laps on the hards. He went on to the mediums. He's had 8 laps on fresh mediums, and he's not made up any places. This is a really bad strategy for him.
Trying to just look, the top 3 are in a DRS train, which is not going to help Don Dedge at all.
Yeah, and Craggy has to retire as well. You're right, Jack. Udit.
Judy retired. Judy's in the wall. Safety car.
Oh, safety car! Udit is into the wall. Where he's lost it. Where did he lose that? Coming out at turn 9. Yeah, 8.
9, yeah.
Oh, Podge.
So easy to do.
What do the drivers do now? Sergio Silva and Patty Pat were racing for the lead for the win, basically.
Such a shit. He just lost it on the exit, I think.
Wow.
Podge will be kicking himself at that time penalty.
That's really unfortunate. And Podge, yeah, with a 10-second time penalty. That's huge. Especially after a safety car came out.
You've got to pit as you're the top 5. Everyone else is pitting. Doug's car is ghosted, so I'm going to send him an invite though. And it's Podge with a 3-second as well.
The leaders are going to pit. All the leaders are going to pit.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to be the one car that does island tracks. I've done that before and it's horrid.
Don Dedge was, oh wow, red.
Jeez.
That was close. So all onto soft compounds.
Yeah, you've got to go soft.
Doug is staying out.
Dog's not in the car, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not. You're right.
I've sent him an invite, but I'm just...
So Sergio Silva is your race leader on lap 30. So Paddy Pat in P2, Craggy in P3, Don Dedge P4, who will be fuming about this strategy. Viva and Red Wildfire, Doug and Podge, Ginaldi, Jake the Lad, Oliver James and Nimble Cat. Well, G might get back into the points now.
Just looking, everyone to be wanting the race win now. It's all an even game. I'd say it helped Podge, but he's got a time penalty. 13 seconds. And see who's gone up. Craggy up 17 positions. Ginaldi down 8. Dogs up 7. Just gonna make sure reserves know to retire. Is that all? Oh yeah, and actually.
So safety car will be out for another lap.
Has Doug gone into the pits? No, he's committing.
Yeah. He's got no other choice at this point now. But it's brought the whole group back up and Podge will be fuming about that penalty.
That's going to put Podge well out.
Yeah. Paddy Pat is so close to Sergio.
Hey, Patty.
Yeah, he's so close to the back of Sergio Silva in that Mercedes.
I've got a bad feeling they're going to make contact. I think Sergio's in AI mode. Don't know.
Well, there's going to be 4 laps of racing left. Doug might not have made such a bad decision because we've seen already it's really hard to overtake. As we'll see in the real F1 at 2 o'clock.
They're going to get rid of Checo, surely.
Yeah, they've got
He's
to.
been out-qualified by both RBs. Like,
I'm pretty sure the contract that Sergio signed. So Sergio signed a 2-year contract extension, but I know there's a lot of clauses in the contract. I think one of the clauses is he can't be over 100 points behind Max Verstappen by the time they get to Hungary. He has to get into Q3 a certain amount of times. He can only finish 5 places below Max in a certain amount of races. So there's a lot of requirements in his contract where they can basically end his contract at any point, even though he's got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, I think they'll put Daniel in the car at the end of before the next race.
Well, I said that after Hungary, I think Daniel will be moved up to the Red Bull. But with Daniel already racing in the Red Bull previously, I've got a feeling that they might even go towards Tsunoda.
I don't know, because the reason they didn't put Tsunoda in the first place is because it was too erratic.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
My favourite thing to watch was his radio messages. But anyway, back to the race.
Yeah. Daniel's a consistent driver anyway, but here we go.
Yeah.
And that's what they need.
Underway. He's gone.
He's gone early, Sergio Silva. Paddy Pat will try and burn that battery into the slipstream of Sergio Silva. This is for the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix on lap 32. They touch! Wow, the Mercedes and the Alpine, the two 1-2 in this race have touched. Jake the Lad is through on Ginaldi, Podge is through on Doug. Don Dedge on Craggy. Wow, that could have ended in disaster. Doug is back through on Podge, but Podge will have the outside line and them fresher tyres.
As Patty will not want that. He'll be going right back for the attack. He's used a lot of his battery, as has Sergio. This is all Don Dedge's fight as Craggy needs to retire.
Jay the Lad through on Doug into turn 6 and 7.
Ginelli through on Nimblecat as well before 6 and 7. Both Ferraris still struggling, but Sierra-Gori with a 3-second, as I say.
I think Sierra-Gori maybe has to work together with his teammate here. He's got penalties, maybe switch around with his Scuderia teammate.
No one likes doing that.
No.
I don't want to do it, but...
So, Paddy Pat is nearly outside. They have switched.
Sergio Silva gets the Fastest lap with 1:16.9.
He does. DRS will now be enabled. Gennady through and Oliver James.
Keep it. Oliver James and Gennady going at it. Gennady's going to get Doug as well.
He is.
Doug is holding his line.
He is.
Now just a much fresher soft compared to his old horse.
Oliver James is going to go through as well. Nimblecat might even try his luck. Doug is getting swallowed up on them hards. Thierry Gory and Matt G, they weren't trading places. They are scrapping here. There's no team orders.
Oh, with your own teammate.
Wow.
Doug and Nimblecat.
Nimblecat and Denrod. Nimblecat gets pushed off wide. They are wheel to wheel. Oh, that was close.
Just watching this. And here goes my G.
Paddy Pat has lost the DRS to Sergio Silva here.
Patty will be fuming. He's still got the DRS. I think he just got the line.
Oh wow, that's huge. That is huge. Oliver James is round.
Oh, Oliver.
Into the pit lane he goes.
I don't know if he's retiring or not, but if he is, thank you for reserving Oliver.
So
Doug
that is a yellow flag.
Getting the move down into turn 1.
Doug getting overtaken by Nimblecat. He will.
Craggy right on the back of Patty.
He is. Paddy's still within DRS range. We're on at lap 34. Sergio Silva has used a lot of his ERS, sorry. Don Dedge is there. He's on for a podium when Craggy retires into turn 6 and 7. Sergio Silva is your race leader. Paddy Pat will have DRS going on to the very final lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Paddy Pat has so much battery as well, and Sergio Silva has hardly any. So Paddy Pat needs to use it to get right up to the back of Sergio here for the final lap charge to get the race win in Hungary.
Can Sergio hold on for this final, two corners? Turn 1 and 2 are the ones you're really too worried about with the DRS.
This is it. The very final lap. Can Paddy do it, Jack?
He's going to try, I'll tell you that much. Here he goes.
He's absolutely flying. Paddy Pat for the lead of the Grand Prix.
He's not used his DRS. What's happened? Thierry Gory's round at the back. Craggy still needs to retire, but
if he doesn't, we'll take him out of the standings.
Yeah.
Oh, Craggy. Yeah, Craggy's just letting everybody through there.
Alright, okay.
Fair play. Well done, Craggy. Thank you, mate. What a race.
Patty might go on to win unless he gets a time penalty, which will be very unfortunate.
Yeah, it was hard battling between Paddy Pat and Craggy. Sergio Silva defending on lap 34. Paddy doing the same on lap 35. It was hard battling, but really good race. Don Dedge is all over the back of Sergio as well. What a race. Red Wildfire, Jake the Lad is pulling over as well. Thank you very much, Jake the Lad, for retiring and reserving. Well, Paddy Pat comes around the final corner. He didn't eventually qualify on pole, but he is back here in Hungary, and Paddy Pat wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Sergio takes P2, Don Dedge takes P3, and huge points for the Mercedes teams. The two Saubers in P5 and P6, Nimblecat in P7 again. Wow, what a race.
Outside the points.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Podge.
What a race.
Yeah, what a Grand Prix. Doug in P8 as well, that's massive for Haas.
Apart from that early opening laps, it's a fairly clean race.
I'm a bit gutted as well because we haven't even got time to run through all the interviews because it's 20 past 11. We've got to get Silver set up in 15 minutes and I've got to obviously jump on the account. He's got to jump on this account, so I haven't even got time to do any interviews. But I'll make sure once the races stop being at 2 o'clock, we'll definitely get back to doing interviews in bronze. So Paddy Pat is your race winner. Sergio Silva takes P2 and the fastest lap. And Don Deads takes the podium in P3. Viva in P4. Ginaldi in P5. Red Wildfire in P6. Nimble Cat in P7. Doug takes P8. Mad G takes P9. And Demrod into the points as well. Brilliant stuff for him. Who is your driver of the day, Jack?
I've got to give it to Patty Pat.
Yeah, brilliant race.
Return and the win, very, very lovely stuff.
Yeah, from P4 on the grid as well. It was a cracking race. It was a fantastic drive. No, it wasn't. Red Wildfire with that 3 seconds would have been costly. Nimblecat from 15th on the grid to P7. Doug as well from 14th. Mad G got into the points. It was just an incredible Grand Prix. But that is it, guys. Make sure you tune in for the silver race. That is at 12 o'clock, so in 40 minutes. The invites will be out in about 15-20 minutes. So make sure you tune in for that race. I've had not a single bit of practice. Jack's probably been all over it. Jack will probably be on pole position. yeah, literally. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on comms. Next week it'll just be me as Jack's not here, but then the week after that it'll just be Jack. So you'll be the pleasure of Jack on comms each week, and he's been a great asset as well to the Bronze Division. So thank you so much, Jack, and thank you to the drivers and everybody that tuned in. We will see you for